Hello, how are you all? Today we are going to have a sensorial activity class, and in the previous classes we have been seeing shapes, right, from the geometry cabinet. What all did we see? We saw curvilinear figures, that is oval, ellipse, rosette and curvilinear triangle. These four were there in the curvilinear draw of curvilinear figures. Then we also saw different kinds of quadrilaterals, starting with square and rectangle. Then what all we saw? Trapezium, trapezoid, parallelogram and rhombus. Okay, so you would have already done in your scrapbook the activities where you are pasting it, so you will remember. And I also asked you to go around and see where all you see these patterns and shapes. Today I am going to show you some solid shapes. Earlier what we saw is like a print, what you see on the wall or what you see on the book. Now we are going to talk about solid 3D shapes which you can hold in your hand. Okay, which you can hold in your hand. That is called as geometric solids. The first one which I am going to show you is, what shape is this? It's called a cube. Some of you would have already said it's a cube because you may be having a Rubik's cube in your house for playing. Is it not? If you do not, you might already, somebody would have told you that this is a cube. Now, what all have you seen in the shape of a cube? Can you think of? Tell me. At school, those who have come to work, you would have seen the pink tower. If you see in the pink tower, we have different pieces like this. All of it is a cube. This is also a cube, this is also a cube, and this little one is also a cube. Now, how do I know that one is a cube, an object? Let's say I have a square here. Okay, I have it here. A cube has square on all sides. Shall we check and see? Take a look. It's a square here. Now let me tilt it. It's a square here. Now let me tilt it like this. It's a square here. It's sitting perfectly. See? I'll turn it around for you to see. It is sitting perfectly on the square. However I turn it, square, square, square and a square. When it is square on all sides, you call it as a cube, just like your pink tower cubes. They are square on all sides. They come in different sizes, but you call them cube. You would have seen this in Rubik's cube, I told you already. Where else would have you seen cubes like this, which has square on all sides? In your building blocks? Yes, sometimes in your building blocks, you're playing building blocks, you might find. You might also find some containers or boxes in your house which are in this shape. Some Amazon boxes which comes home, paper box, cardboard boxes, or maybe some plastic containers which are in this shape. That's a cube. How about playing dice? The die which you play with, snake and ladder, you play the Ludo game when you play, you use this die for playing. Okay, those dies are cube shaped, is it not? Check and see it, it will be cube shaped. What else have you seen in cube shape? Like ice cubes. Initially, now it is coming in different shapes, but in the beginning ice cubes came like perfect cubes like this. Okay, ice cubes. So you see the name itself had cubes. And those of you who are in M2, you will already know that the 1000 cube, it is cube shaped. The number 1000 for us in the golden bead is cube shaped. So you see, we saw so many things like ice cubes, Rubik's cubes, and we saw dice, and then we saw gift boxes or any paper boxes or cardboard boxes, and many more you will come across like this. So when you remember, whenever you see an object in this shape with square on all sides, All sides it has to be there. It is called as a cube. Now we'll move to the next shape. The next shape is a very, very familiar shape for you. It is a, let me tilt it for you. What shape is this? Cone. Very good. It's a cone. If you see the cone, it's got a circle in the base. You see that? See, I have a base here, and if I am going to put it on it, see, it is sitting perfectly on that circle. Can I keep it like this? No, it is going to fall. Okay, it's definitely going to fall. Can I keep it on the side? Will it sit? No, it's going to roll. One more thing about cone is, if I am going to roll it, it is going to make a perfect circle. See that? It is making a perfect circle. So a cone will always roll in such a way that it makes a circle, because it has got a circle at the base and because of this length it has. Okay, cone. Now where have you seen cones like this? You would have seen it in a ice cream cone, yum yum cone, and then maybe in a party cap, or maybe in a clown's cap like this. Yeah, a clown's cap. Then what, where else have you seen? Tell me. Carrots. Carrots are cone shaped, is it not? Carrots and radish, they are all cone shaped. Sometimes beetroots also you can say they are almost cone shaped, but carrots are perfect cones. Okay. Then where have you seen the cone shape? Some of you may have this creamy chocolates and all the dip kind of chocolates you might get in cone shaped. Some chocolates are like this, it's a tiny one. Kisses, they may be in cone shaped. Then anything else? The funnel. You have funnel at home with which we can pour water? Yes. I will teach you how to use this material also one day. This is called as a funnel for transferring water. It is also cone shaped. You see that? It is circle on one side and it tapers down like this. Cone. Okay. So there are so many uses for cones also. That is why, see, you can put ice creams into it and have it easy to hold. So each shape has its own use. Okay. What else is there for cone? Can you think of? The trees, the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree will go in cone shape like this. Is it not? Think of one stick below this. It will look like a Christmas tree. Okay. So anytime you come across a shape like this, don't just think that cone is only for ice cream. It comes in many ways you may be using it. Sometimes you might see it even in the traffic places also. They will put these cones to stop you from going forward. Okay, or to tell you a cone with a sign, with a yellow cone will be put there to tell you that it is a wet floor. When you walk in the malls, have you seen they would have put a cone there to tell you cannot go there, they are mopping there. The floor is wet, or they may block the place with red cones. And sometimes at school when we play, I will ask you to go around the cone and run and come. Okay, cones for marking places. So see, so many places you see the cone. The third shape which I am going to talk to you is a cylinder. Now the cylinder has two circle faces. See that? One circle here, one circle here. I'll show it to you here with the circle base. See, I have the circle base here and I'm keeping it on it. It is sitting perfectly on it. Even if I turn it, you can see that it is sitting perfectly. This side also sits. If you see for the cone, one side it sits, the other side it will not. But for the cylinder, it sits. And will the cylinder go in a circle? No, the cylinder can only go back and forth. Okay, so it is going back and forth. If I want to go other direction, I have to turn it like this, side to side. That is all a cylinder can do. Where have you seen these cylinders? You would have seen it in tumblers, glass tumblers or steel tumblers. Maybe my cylinder will perfectly go inside this also. You see that? It is sitting perfectly and it is also rolling. You see that? So cylinders, now I am going to take off the tumbler from there. This shape is a cylindrical shape. It's open, it will be open only so that I can pour something into it. For the cone ice cream, it should have space so that something can be put inside. For example, cream. So where have you seen the cylinders? Have you seen a red color LPG cylinder in kitchen? Under the stove? Cylinder. That is a cylinder shape. Then fire extinguishers in your flat? It will be cylinder shaped. All those will be cylinder shaped. What else have you seen in cylinder shapes? Think of it. Cans, the Pepsi cans, the soft drinks that we drink, no? Coke and Pepsi, sometimes they come in cans like this. Then, where else have you seen? The chapati roller pins, they are cylindrical shaped. Then, you will see very often shapes like this, okay? Your water bottles, correct? Then, maybe look around yourself, you will see a lot of cylinders. For example, the pen which I am using, the marker, it is thin but it is still a cylinder, okay? Same shape, it has got one circle face this side and this side also, and all it can do is just rolling back and forth, okay? So see, you have so many things like this. For examples for cylinder and for cone. If you see for cone, I can give you one more example. Your pencil tip, if you take, it's a cone here. The rest of the pencil is a cylinder, correct? There is a cylinder here and there is a cone here on top. And you would have seen these cylinders and this cube and this cones in when you make castles, right? Have you seen the stories of Rapunzel and Cinderella and Snow White and all? There will be castles like this, is it not? So the roof of the castle will be like this, correct? Yeah. So you will see these shapes very often. Next time when you talk, you won't say like this, like that, and this shape, a square shape. No. Whatever you see on the wall, it will be a square. What you can see like this and hold is a cube, okay? So we learned today cube, cone, cylinder. Shall we tell the name again? Cube, cone, cylinder. Cube has square on all sides. Cone has one circle face. Cylinder has two circle face. Okay? So let's say the name again. Cube, cone, cylinder. Will you go around and check in your house things that are there in these shapes? Okay, it will be great fun knowing them by their names and by their shapes. Okay, I'll meet you all in another video. Bye-bye.